office in like 2 months.
BeatStars.com.
What's good, y'all? I hope you guys have an amazing day. Today I'm back with another video, and yeah, recently I got a lot of questions or DMs about liju, like what's the process, how did you get started. I can't guarantee, but I think the next video will be about the lookbook shooting and about the trailer shooting. I've already ideas and wrote the script down, so we good on that. And I just want to talk about the liju process and how did I get started, and show you my samples later. And I also have a few pickups, just like this amazing Carhartt zip-up jacket, which is an active jacket but with like hoodie fabric. Super unique, it's vintage and thoroughly dyed. Like I got a lot of DMs on, yo, I want to start my own brand, where can I start? I have ideas but don't know where to start. Where can I find manufacturers and all that shit? And I just want to give you 3 tips, like the 3 major things I've learned in the past 3 years since I had a brand before liju, which I have never released. Like I worked on caps, knit sweaters, pants before liju, and I still have the clothes, but I never released them. And yeah, coming to that later. But the probably most helpful tip I can give you guys is, before you even start investing in your brand, think about what is your brand about. Like give the people a reason to buy your brand, and this is what forms the brand and forms like a community around it. So if I can give you one advice, is think about a brand identity before actually releasing t-shirts, zip up hoodies with no meaning behind it, right? There's 2 things which makes your brand go pop off, or like it's either the customer needs something or wants something. Like in the winter, everyone needs puffer jackets. Puffer jackets are super hard to find in my opinion, and this is in general a need. But there's like, for example, t-shirts. There's millions of tees on the market, so give the customer a reason to buy your t-shirt. Like just build something around, like form a community around it, because people don't buy Cortez because of the clothes, it's because of the movement. And this is just an example. It's probably the biggest advice I can give you. So yeah, that's what I learned before I started liju, because I had a brand, yeah, I had clothes ready, but the name wasn't it, and like the overall, I had no identity around the brand, and I didn't know how to market it right, so I decided to never release it and just move on and create something. Looking back now, I'm super happy that I didn't release it, and I would have probably never started this type of brand that I'm doing now without learning this. You fail, you do it again, you fail, you do it again. That's just some advice, man. I'm talking about funding, bro. You don't need 10k, 5k, 1k to start a brand. If you have the identity, you have a vision, you have friends to promote it with, probably need like $100 to start something off. Have the idea, market the idea, and start printing like DTG, start doing like DTG prints, and like print on demand, pre-orders, check the demand. Super simple nowadays to start a brand with millions of menus out there, like manufacturers. The more time you invest, the more you learn. Like for myself, I'm still at the very beginning, but the competition is probably at its peak now, so I don't think it's a bad thing that there's a lot of competition. I think it's a good thing. So you have to really work or show your passion to create something good, you feel what I'm saying? Do what you love, man. Like I'm doing what I love. I connect like vintage and modern clothes, because that's 2 pieces I really like. And I started the brand in January because I was always a creative. Like before I was into fashion, I was really into filmmaking, cinematography. I decided to connect 2 dots. Like I'm creative in general. Like I've always been a creative person, and I was a filmmaker at this time, like hobby filmmaker. And I started to connect 2 dots. Why can't you be creative in the fashion game? So I started making my own clothes for my own need, you feel what I'm saying? Like I wanted clothes that don't exist on the market, and then I decided to make a brand out of it. So you can be creative in any niche, bro. You just gotta start, man. There's no one holding you back. If you believe in yourself and keep pushing, you'll one day probably make it. That's just some words. from my side about like the creative process on starting a brand.
Follow the light. The light is your guide.
I'm not gonna lie, these have been my
I'm controller of planet X. And I've invited you here to discuss something that's very important.
So shooting is done for the Black Friday drop, which was actually very spontaneous. The beanies came early and people want to get like a Black Friday drop. So we decided to do like returns plus the beanie and did a spontaneous shoot in the record shop. Shout out to the owner, very kind. And the pics turned out amazing. So if you see this video, the beanies are probably already out. So make sure to check it out. And yeah, very sick, man. Now we're just shooting some pics.
Bockt eigentlich, ne?
For the gram. And probably get some food later, but very, very nice.
Aber diese andere Seite war besser.
Alright man, coming to probably my favorite part of the video, showing you what I've been working on in terms of liju, man. We have a few samples. Starting off with the first piece, we actually have an accessory and we got this light blue liju card holder that features a silver embossed logo, 4 card slots and a money bill slot, and it's made out of 100% organic leather, super soft leather, and yeah, these will hit the shop soon along with the collection, and it will be available in multiple colorways because I think like light blue ain't for everyone, but yeah, it's like a very nice piece, and I replaced my Goyard card holder with this one. Coming to a hat, I'm not only releasing this hat, the one I'm wearing recently, it's the piece hat of the Lost and Found collection, but I'm also releasing this, oh it focuses, this liju cloud hat that features our logo but as clouds. I think it's pretty obvious. First of all, this is inspired of Virgil's hat, the LV cloud hat, because they made like different logo variations, and I thought why not taking inspo, he's a legend, man, and I wouldn't be here on this way without him, so yeah, this is a kind of tribute to Virgil, man. liju cloud hat features a leather closure and an overall very nice fit. It's not the final sample yet, the color will be slightly adjusted, it will be slightly darker since it's a bit too light bluish in my opinion, but that's the cloud hat. Shout out Virgil, a very nice hat, and also probably one of my favorite hats that I've made so far. Yes sir. Alright, coming to probably the most hyped pieces in terms of feedback. You all been spamming me on my IG on when this hoodie drops, or like hoodies, and we have the liju gallery, and we have the liju art college hoodies. They are chain stitched, and we have this in heather gray and midnight green, or like Porsche green, if you know what I'm saying. When I made these, I had a time where I really looked out for vintage college hoodies, because like Champion Reverse Weave, vintage college hoodies are also athletic, go well with everything, man. You can wear these on a daily, and I thought about why don't you make your own version, but instead of slapping a print on it, just do like fine chain embroidery, which is pretty unique. I've seen it somewhere already, but like I always use chain embroidery on hats. This is not new to me, but on hoodies, man, it looks very nice. It is super well made, and yeah, it's a midway hoodie. It fits slightly cropped, and it's just a perfect college hoodie. Yeah, probably the most hyped pieces so far, but also one of my favorite hoodies recently. Like I really fell in love with the gray one and the green one, so yeah, that's about the hoodies. And there's one more sample I want to show you. It is this sling bag, which was a very spontaneous idea since the last bag we made, like the tote bag, I think it's even right here, yeah. Like this bag, the tote bag was like a big of a success, and you all been craving for another bag. So I made this sling bag, which you can basically wear like this and use this as your school bag, beach bag, or whatever. It's like so much space. I think it even has more space than the tote bag. You can put your Mac in it by using the laptop bag inside. It has a zipper, and so your expensive goods don't just get stolen since you wear it on the back. It features another pocket on the side. I usually put my sunglasses in there, or like a charger, but yeah, it's a very multifunctional bag, and this will also be available in army green. So that's probably about the samples. I just love to give you guys some insights on the work, on the stuff I've worked on recently. All I can say, I appreciate your support. The last video been going crazy. Just want to give you some insights. So let's get it going.
Du kannst sogar farbige Rims machen. Ja. Du kannst customizen, glaube ich. Ja. Ich frag den mal.
Why mellow? Why do they call you mellow?
Get it? Text a message, I don't know the number. Flexing on these niggas, every bone and muscle. Steady taking shots, never hurting them.
So we are about to go indoor climbing or bouldering.
Crazy fit.
Even then, y'all don't worry nothing. And I like to give a shout out to my niggas with the game plan. And shout outs to my niggas with escape plans. 20 bands, rain dance. Beat the rain check, but we can make plans. Pockets loaded, rocket loaded, okay, let's rock and roll this. Time to go.